Hello friends, Logan here, and right now you are looking at Blacklight Retribution, and we're going to go through a little bit of the kind of customization of your character just to get a feel for the game. This is my first impressions, and as you can see here, there's a whole lot of things you can do. Now, right now I'm in the primary weapon loadout, and I picked my first loadout, which is the only one I have at the moment, and what you do is you could basically change everything. Now, a lot of them have, different multipliers you can see on the right side here, and, depending on what kind of attachment they are, but basically you're building your own custom weapon, and this is one of my favorite things about this game. Everybody has a different weapon, there's not just that single weapon. Yes, they have very similar actions, people either have the assault rifle, the combat rifle, the submachine gun, light machine gun, burst rifle, or whatever else there is. I'm not even sure. There seems to be quite a few things in this game already, and on top of that, you just get to build your own weapon. So here, there's the skills slot, and basically what you're doing here is you're using the SP, which you've acquired from leveling up, to buy different skills. Now in the weapons, you're using a currency called GP, as you can see in the bottom right corner, or Zen. Zen is Zen, I believe it is. Zen is actually the currency that you use real money to buy, and that's why this is a free-to-play game. You could always use Zen to kind of push yourself forward, and here they've got all these different things that you can buy. I mean, the multipliers are very, very slim, but they want every player to be a little bit different, and I think that's a pretty cool thing. So this game's chock full of different currencies and points and stuff, and it's hard to keep track of, but GP is the points that you use to buy things, along with Zen, which is real money points. SP is special points or skill points. And then you have, in game, you're going to get CP, which is, points that you're going to use in the game. You got all these different things that you can customize about your character, but I think we're going to head into the game and we'll talk more about it there. So here we are in the pre-game lobby, and I wanted to show this for two reasons. It's pretty organized. You got your players, you got your chat down the bottom, you got stuff you can do up in the left, and then you got your player card up in the top right. But I wanted to show also how quickly the game loads. It's transitioning there. New map, click begin game, you just fade in. It's pretty unbelievable. I mean, this is the third closed beta, and I mean it is impressive. It is very impressive, and man, I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's got that really good Call of Duty 4 feeling to it. I mean, they're trying to do certain things with it, and I mean, I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of things to talk about here. I like there's no blood spatter. If you've played Blacklight Tango Down, you know that it's got that digital simulation feel. So you get the static, you got the digi grenades and all this different stuff. I mean, it's got some really cool stuff in it. So things to talk about. The first thing is, when I went into the options, I really had trouble trying to figure out what my sensitivity should be, because they have two sensitivities. They have the which is awesome. You can really customize it. You have your normal, basically just your customizing your normal mouse speed when you're not in your free look speed, I guess you would call it. And I figured that out right off the bat. I've always worked with a 20 something, because that's just how I am in game. It's because of my mouse. It's a high DPI mouse, and that's how I do it. And I mean, it felt very comfortable at that point. But then I had to change my tight aim sensitivity, which is your aim down sights sensitivity. And I worked at it for a bit, and I kind of figured out that I needed to put it a lot higher, because it does go very slow when you're aiming down sights, and the ability to customize it really, for the people that like fine-tuning their aim, you have that ability to do that. But on top of it, it gives you the chance to make it feel like another game, or any other game you've played. They don't lock it to a certain percentage of your aim down sights, or of your normal free look aiming speed, or mouse speed sensitivity, if you will. So that was one of the first things that I found was pretty interesting. Now, an in-game thing they talk about here is these depots. This is the only place I could find where you can actually get ammo. You don't get ammo from picking up guns because every gun's different, correct? You could change guns easy with the Q button, but you know, sometimes just getting more ammo is a lot easier. So the reloading is an interesting thing. As you can see, there's that circular motion. It looks a lot like Brink. But the thing I find that's actually the most interesting is that if you run while reloading, it will cancel it out completely and you'll have to reload again. And I think that is very cool. You know, that's something that a lot of Call of Duty players and even Battlefield players have taken advantage of. I mean, running in Call of Duty will cancel out, but as soon as you hit a certain point, it registers it anyway. This one has to do a complete full circle. There's no cheating it. There's no, you know, quick canceling out of your reload or anything. I mean, you're basically screwed. And in Battlefield games, you can run while reloading, which, you know, is another different aspect of, you know, gaming. And you can see the selections here. There's only 5 selections at the moment. I think they're going to change that, but I like the fact that they've added the rocket launcher to a buyable thing, you know, buyable item. So as you can see in the bottom left, I have 1005 CP. Now this is just from playing. This is just like points that I've got from playing the game, and I feel like you get too much, but you know, on top of that, I think that they're going to be tweaking those kind of things because it's too easy to get the kind of mech things that I'm going to show off later. So as you can see here, the strafing while aiming down sights is unbelievably slow, and I think that's a great balance issue that they're putting out there. You know, this isn't a you know, one of those ridiculous jump around corners, you know, that kind of game. It's actually really impressive the way that they do it. I mean, I enjoy it very much. You know, just the feel of the game. The feel of the game is unbelievable. The graphics for, you know, a free-to-play game are really good. You know, you get that glint. Look at the lights when you see it. You're gonna see this like beam of light look, and I think it's, you know, it's amazing. I mean, it's got that kind of look that Battlefield 3 people have noticed so much, but at the same time, it's very, you know, subtle, and I like that. I like that about it. So here I'm gonna get the hard suit, and I'm gonna call it in. But one thing I wanted to show is if you look at the reticle or the crosshair, it's a triangular shape. It's really cool, but on top of it, it moves so much, and it makes hipfire very hard to deal with, and that's a good thing. I mean, you know, a lot of people, you know, it's just really hard to get shot at from a guy, you know, who's not aiming down sights. And I mean, I do it all the time. You know, you just get into that rut. But you know, not being able to do that is a good thing. And I'm not saying you can't, but the phrase spray and pray in this game is very true to that. You know, you're actually praying to get a hit because it's pretty difficult to get a hipfire hit or kill. And yeah, I'm actually satisfied with that. So here you're gonna see the gunner, or, you know, basically the gunner on this massive mech, and how powerful it can be. I mean, it does take a lot of CP, but at the same time, it's really not that hard to get the CP. You know, you just have to get your kills or take your objectives or do whatever. And yeah, here I go on a spree, and I basically do it for a bit just so that everybody can you know, see how the game is. If you look in the bottom left corner, you got your health, or I believe that's your health. But if you go up 2 slots, you see the heads. Now that's your threat value. When I get killed, I'm giving somebody a CP bonus for killing me, and I think that's actually really cool. You know, I think I'm the highest threat tart right now because I'm on a pretty good spree, but you know, giving somebody extra points for killing somebody on a spree is actually, you know, one of those things that a lot of games do, but they don't do well. You know, it's just kind of like, oh, you know, I can't even remember what it's called in oh, I smashed that guy in Call of Duty. It's like a kill buzz or buzzkill or something like that, right? But you know, this game does it very well. You know, it actually shows you, it gives you a worth, and I really enjoy that idea around it. So God, this is a long commentary. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up on the gunner here, and I'm actually gonna pause the commentary just for a moment so I can grab myself a drink. Be right back. Okay, so I'm back with a delicious Pepsi Max. Yeah, I believe I finish up here soon. I mean, it's kind of hard to get off of the turret when you're doing so well, but I mean, it is kind of one of those things that I get sick of after a while. I mean, it's not really fair, but at the same time, these guys could very easily grab a rocket launcher from one of those depots that I showed and take me out. I mean, it does a lot of damage when you get hit with those rocket launchers, and I'm gonna actually buy one later in this game, and you won't see me shoot it, but that's one downside of this game I've seen so far is the rocket to personnel, the explosive to personnel. I mean, the grenades are very balanced. They're very, you have to work for your kill, but the rocket launcher on the other hand is pretty overpowered. But at the same time, you're paying a lot of CP for it. I mean, eventually, I believe that CP is going to be worth more than what it is, right now in the game. But yeah, I think well, that guy got a huge bonus there. I think that right now it's fairly cheap. I mean, it's probably 1 or 2 kills and you can buy it, and that's kind of, I don't know. You lose your sidearm. I believe you lose your sidearm, which at the same time, I guess it's hard to deal with. I don't know. Here I'm gonna be finishing up the game soon, and I want to just talk about my channel right now. Christmas is coming up, guys. I hope you guys have a great Christmas, and I'm sure I'm gonna say this a bunch of times in the future, but I'm really thinking about doing some Let's Plays over the Christmas break. And I'm thinking, I got this hint that Santa's gonna bring me a webcam, so maybe I'll do some live in the corner stuff. Live streaming might be there. I doubt it though, because I don't think my father's internet is that good. You know how parents' internet always is. If you guys move away from home or whatever, they think all the internet's the same. When it's not the same. You guys probably know about that too. Okay, so basically my first impressions of this game is it is a very good game. Simple as that. It is very good. It's very fun multiplayer, and there's certain things I don't agree with, but it being a free-to-play game, buying currency in game with real money, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I don't want to come off as a noob and say anything wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I don't agree with that, but it is a free-to-play game, so you do it at your own risk, right? Or at your own choice. All of the attachments you buy, guys, they expire after a day or 3 days, depending on which slot you've paid for. So that's another cool thing. Here I'm gonna level up, and you'll see I'll get some GP out of this game. And I had a very good game, and that's how much GP I got. I mean, you got to work for your stuff. So, guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy, guys. Peace.